Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. The Badgers will put toe to leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. They're finally able to haul him down at midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Spits it out to the back. Never breaks stride. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oklahoma 7, Wisconsin 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Badgers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, 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 but they don't pick up the first down. Now, it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
He'll take it on the return, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB,
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On second down, looking again to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oklahoma 7, Wisconsin 0.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spur...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And he's got it at the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Now on first down from the 30. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And the missed connection on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker U, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys,
thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Second down coming up.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Badgers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Sooners! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. The DBs will back off a bit. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Brings up second down.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. He's looking for an open man on second down. They've got the screen set up. Strong, firm tackle. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Running back searching for a hole. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
It's caught downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Motion from the offense. Back to the air one more time. He's got it on the run. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Badgers send out the punt unit. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are.
Oh, ball's out! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the back. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Touch pass on the run. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Buying some time. Looking for the score! And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
They're trying to get to it. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooners.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll try to do it himself. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down.
Going over the top. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there. The connection. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get to him. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
And your Wisconsin Badgers will take over. First and 10.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Let's go! Trying to find his man on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible.
And he breaks into the open. The 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one as the tackle is finally made. And the Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Badger! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I conquered, and that's precisely what the Ducks did. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far. So can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Steps away to find some room. At the 45 on its way. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. The Sooners are rolling down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Just when they're looking run. Now up top. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. It's complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Power football with the run. Shows him the stiff arm. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. The pull and throw off the RPO. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or so.
Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They're working that left side. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Personal foul. Unnecessary rough. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Badger.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. And no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.